Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Two More Cast News. Today we're diving into a troubling story out of southeast Idaho. It's got wildlife lovers and conservationists up in arms. In late December 2024, two trumpeter swans, three mule deer were illegally killed. And the Idaho Department of Fish and Game is asking for your help to crack the case. Stick around as we break down what happened, the penalties involved, and how you can make a difference. Let's get into it. So here's the scoop. During the last week of December 2024, someone, or maybe multiple someones, decided to break the law in a big way. First, a member of the public was out near the Bear River, just downstream from the old cheese factory in Thatcher, Idaho, when they spotted something heartbreaking. Two dead trumpeter swans floating in the water. These majestic birds with their snowy white feathers and incredible wingspans didn't die of natural causes. They were killed illegally. And then just a few miles away, another report came in. Three mule deer, two adult does, and the doe fawn were found dead near Gentile Valley Road, about 5 miles north of where the swans were discovered. It's pretty close. Just 5 miles apart. There's a good chance it's probably the same person or people. But these deer weren't hunted legally either. They were shot during a closed season and worse, left to waste. That's the worst kind of poacher, man. The ones that just leave it to die. That's dumb. Dumb. Pure waste of space. That means whoever did this didn't even bother to take the meat or anything, just killed him and walked away. That is ridiculous. Now here's the million-dollar question. Are these two incidents connected? The Idaho Department of Fish and Game says they don't know yet. It could be one person or a group on a killing spree. Or it could be separate cases of wildlife crime popping up at the same time. Either way, it's a gut punch for Idaho's natural beauty. So why should we care? Well, trumpeter swans are a big deal. These birds nearly went extinct in the early 20th century. But thanks to conservation efforts, they've made an incredible comeback. They're migratory, protected under federal law, and a symbol of what can achieve when we protect nature. Mule deer, meanwhile, are a staple of Idaho's ecosystem, grateful, tough, and vital to the balance of the region's wildlife. When someone kills these animals illegally and leaves them to rot, it's not just a crime against the law, it's a slap in the face to everyone who's worked to keep Idaho wild and thriving. And trust me, the penalties reflect how serious this is. Let's talk the numbers. For the trumpeter swans, the minimum fine for illegally killing each one is $200, plus a civil penalty of $250 per bird. That's $450 per swan. So at least $900 total just in state penalties. But because these are migratory birds, federal charges could pile on too. Think bigger fines or even jail time if the feds get involved. That's what needs to happen. The feds got to get involved in these cases when they find these people. Max penalties, charge them up. Make a note of these people, man. Make people think twice when they go out there and start killing recklessly. It's ridiculous. And these penalties aren't, that doesn't seem that stiff, $900 per bird. But it adds up. And then you get the feds involved, and they got their penalties as well, too. They could add up pretty fast, and hopefully they charge the maximum, as they should. And for the mule deer, it's even steeper. Since they were shot out of season and left to waste, for the shooter to look at civil penalties of $400 for the first deer, $800 for the second, and a whopping $600 for the third. That's $2,800 just in civil penalties, plus additional charges for wasting the animals. Add it all up, and whoever this could be facing thousands in fines, not to mention criminal charges if they're caught. So yeah, that is just the beginning stages. Once they go to court and get prosecuted, hopefully they get charged more. Prices go up, they lose more of their rights. Hopefully they're helping privileges for life at minimum. Just making mockery, not a mockery, but making an example out of these people. It's really ridiculous, but these aren't small potatoes, man. The law's designated it hard because wildlife isn't here for target practice. It's here to be respected. Exactly, right? Like, you can't be target practicing on live animals just for the sake of something to do because you're bored. It's crazy, man. It's almost psychotic, too. Think about it. I won't trust people who just shoot things. But I like horror movies. Not that it has anything to do with anything. I don't even know if that matters, but it doesn't. That doesn't even matter. I don't know. That would just talk shit. How can you help? Now, here's where you come in. The Idaho Department of Fish and Game needs help finding the culprits. If you got any info about these killings or wildlife violations, please reach out. You can call Senior Conservation Officer Quinn Kropp at 208-616-3955, and we'll post that number down in the description below. And I'll leave it up here too, probably my right or left. Everything's backwards on the camera. Or you can hit up the Citizens Against Poaching hotline at 1-800-632-5999. And these tip lines do work. In previous stories, they've gotten many people caught, investigations started, and people charged and fined. And most of the time, it really does start with the general public and the tip line. It's crazy. It works. It does work. And you can stay anonymous, no pressure there. And get this, if your tip leads to an arrest, you could score a reward through the Citizens Against Poaching program. That's right, you could be a hero for Idaho's wildlife and get a little something for your trouble. I don't know who's writing this stuff. I do know who's writing this stuff, and you're about to get fired. This is crazy. Why are we sounding like this? Even if you don't live in Idaho, spread the word, share this video, and talk about it online. Whatever it takes. The more eyes we have out there, the better chance we've got of catching whoever did this. Look, it's March 20th, 2025, and as I'm recording this, and we're still dealing with stuff like this. It's frustrating, but it's also a reminder of why we keep fighting up for our planet. These swans and deer didn't deserve to die like this. The people who care about them, you included, deserve justice. It's more about than just justice. Like, you gotta stop this from happening. It's just bad for everyone. Hunters, the general public. I mean, I don't know if you've looked, but on some of these ballots and measures, they're coming after hunting pretty hard. They're making a movement anyway. They haven't succeeded in any ways in any states that I have heard of yet. Some have, though. They've gotten rid of, like, cougar hunting in some places, which is a big deal. Like, cougars can cause a lot of damage if they're not pressured. Oh, we got major coyote problems in the Northwest, at least, if not anywhere else, too. Then they're not too regulated up here, but they're cutting back. California's like got some things they're cutting down. Dirt bikes, ORVs, there's things that are reaching ballots, and they're like hidden in ballots. They're not like just straight up talked about, get rid of dirt biking. They're just mentioned in like conservation ballots and protect the planet type stuff. So you gotta be careful what's out there, man. Read about what you're voting for before you vote for, because there's a hidden agenda trying to get rid of our pastimes. So what do you think? Should penalties have been tougher for the wildlife crimes? Have you seen anything like this where you live? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, man. I'd like to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on our next story. Until then, stay wild, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.